Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make a belt salwar. It's going to be like this. This is one I've made earlier. So it's going to have a belt at the top with like elastic at the top with the drawstring compartment, and there's pleats to give it a bit of bagginess. It's going to have a bunch out at the bottom like this, and it's going to be a bit stiff. And you get a few pleats at the back as well. So firstly I'm going to show you the things that you will need to make this salwar, if you bear with me. Most importantly, you'll need some fabric. I've got some here which I'll use today. The standard length that you get in Asian clothes shop for the salwar fabric is around 2¼ meters, and that will be fine. It depends on how big your salwar is going to be, and generally your size and shape if you need more material, but I think this should be okay. So that's one thing. Next, you'll need thread which matches your fabric. You can just put it on your fabric, make sure it matches. You'll need a bobby thing. This is to go in your sewing machine and fill it with the thread that you bought. Also you need tailor's chalk. This is really important, you know, just for marking your fabric, and choose a colour that contrasts against your fabric so you can actually see it. You also need a tape measure. This is important in getting your measurements exactly right. You need a ruler as well, but it's not compulsory. Get a pair of good quality tape cutting scissors. Get some pins. You'll need buckram as well. This is what you call it in my language. I don't know what you guys may call it. It's just like a stiff kind of band thing that goes at the bottom. You'll need pen and paper to jot down any measurements, etc. And finally, and most importantly, you'll need a sewing machine. So I've got that here. Right. Okay, so when it comes to measurements, the first measurement that you need to take is the hip round. Measure the fullest part of your hip, and give yourself a bit of room too, so it's not too skin tight when you make it. So I tend to add an inch or something. So my measurement was 39 inches. This will form the main belt component. The next measurement that you need to take is your crotch length. Now you don't need to actually measure like it that way. So what you can do is sit on a chair at right angles. Start the tape measure where you're going to where the salwar is going to sit, because different people wear the salwar in different places. I tend to have it just on my stomach, but measure from there to the chair, and that will give you your crotch length. So mine came to around 7 inches. So that's from my waist to crotch. Again, it varies for different people, so jot that down. The next measurement that you will need to take is the inside leg. That is this bit here. So as you can see, from the base of the belt to like where the salwar curves, that varies between different people on how you want the salwar to sit, if you want it really low or not. My measurement is around 5 inches because I don't like my salwar to be too low. So the way that you measure that is measure your inside leg up to where you want your salwar to be. I think the standard length is around 5 or 6 inches, but it depends on if you're curvy as well, so take that into account. Okay, we're going to start cutting now. So what you need to do is get your fabric and fold it like this. So you're folding it by its width. It should come out like this, you can see. And the length is going down like this. And I think that's a grain line or something. So what you need to do first is okay, now depending on your waist, on your hip size, it depends whether you'll just be able to use the width of the fabric and not have to add a piece to make your belt. With me, because I'm 39 inches, if I measure it on this fabric, there's plenty of room to make a belt. To find out whether, if you find that this fabric is too little, you can always add a piece from somewhere else. Add a piece to the belt in the middle. I'll show you a belt that I made with the piece now. So here's that belt. As you can see, I've got like two pieces attached in the middle, here and here. This is just to make the belt a bit wider, but we can cross that bridge when it comes to it. Okay, now what you need to do is get your hip size and half it. So mine was 39, so half it and take measure like this. So that gives me 17, no, that gives me 19.5. Now this is going to be the width of your belt. Lay your fabric on the table like this. Pin it down on the sides just so that it doesn't move around. So I'll do that. Okay, this is the fabric as it's been pinned down. It's on my table flat. So measure how much your half of your hip length is. Mine is 19.5. Now what you need to do is leave about a centimetre seam allowance on each side. So what I'm going to do is measure 1 centimetre here, measure 1 centimetre on this side, and I'll have some extra fabric here. As you see, I have about an inch extra fabric. Now it depends whether you mind your belt being baggy. I don't, so I'm just going to leave that fabric as it is. Now what you need to do next, measure the crotch length. Mine is how much was it? 7 inches. Now to that you need to add 1.5 inches, so that makes 8.5 inches. Why do we need to do this? This is to make room for your elastic casing on the top, which is here on this salwar. And also you need to have around have like a 1 centimetre or half an inch seam allowance added onto that. So full, my measurement is 9 inches, so mark that down here and here. And next to this little ruler, we'll just use your tape measure. Draw a straight line with the tailor's chalk, like this, to make sure it's straight, and you have 8 inches on each portion of the belt, and draw a straight line. Okay, I've drawn a straight line here. Now you need to cut along the straight line. Be careful, and cut a second. So that is your belt piece. Another measurement which I forgot to mention before is the salwar length. So the way you do that is measure from where you're going to wear your salwar at the top to your ankle, to where you're going to wear your salwar at the bottom, and after you've done that, so you need to take away the crotch length measurement or your belt width measurement from that length. So I'll do that now.